Hi, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations, and this video is designed to give you a good look at this really cool Nishijin UFO. This is kind of a unique machine. Most of the Nishijin machines didn't have any major electrical components to them. Power flashes did, and the Nishijin UFO did also. Again, sort of a unique machine. So. This is specifically at the new owner. You didn't get a chance to see this prior to me getting it. It was in what I would call normal condition for a machine that's 40 plus years old. It was pretty dirty and had a lot of smoke residue and body oil in the guts and so on and so forth. But at any rate, I'll give you a quick rundown on what I did to it. Everything that you see here and all down through here, this all gets pulled off the machine. All of these plastic pieces get cleaned, some wax put back on them to keep them looking nice. The nails get pulled out, they get tumbled so that they're nice and shiny again, reset, realigned so that the balls drop down through the right way. The stainless steel rails get taken off, polished back up, put back on with stainless steel wire. The play field itself gets cleaned. This is water damage down here. This doesn't go away. There was supposed to be a little arm here that provided a little bit of a lip here. This was missing and broken, so not a big deal, not necessary really for the machine to function properly. Ball handling mechanism over here all gets thoroughly cleaned. So that's what the front looks like. Again, all of this comes off, it all gets polished, it all gets cleaned up. Right now, this is the original plexiglass that was in the machine. I did get another piece of plexiglass. I'll include both of them. You're going to want to take the plastic off of this so it's clear, and you're going to want to put it on the inside track. There's two tracks here. Put it on the inside track. I'll actually put it in the inside track when I ship it to you. And then the original one will be in the outside track. That's mainly for protection. You'll probably just want to take that one out and throw it away because it's a little bit scratched up. But for the time being, it will suffice. I'll get this turned around so you can see the back of it. This is similar to a power flash machine in the sense that this board here, this board is actually an extra board, and then the board that you just saw with all of the nails and stuff on it is a secondary board. There's two boards. Most pachinko machines only have the one. In other words, the guts are mounted on the same board as all of the stuff on the front. This one, the guts itself are mounted on a special board, and by loosening this here, this board will swing out and you can see the internal guts that make this particular machine unique. But suffice for general everyday use, you don't have to do that. So let me point out a couple of things. I did put a brand new transformer in here for you. The original one did work, but it had been around a while, so I prefer to put a new one in. So this goes to a wall connection. You just plug it in. These two wires here, the heavier wires, were the original wires that were on the machine. Those get 24 volts put to them from the transformer. They go inside, they power this circuit board, and it's what makes the solenoid in there and the lights that are unique to this machine. That's where that power comes from. And then I also tapped in off of this transformer with 12 volts, so this black and yellow wire provide 12 volts up to here. And these two terminals are what provide the power to these two light bulbs up here. So they're 12 volt light bulbs. One bulb, you'll see when I plug it in, one light bulb will be on when there's no balls in the machine. The other one will flash on and then off when you do make a win, in addition to the UFO feature, and I'll show you that feature once we get moving here. So I've made you a catch box. This is going to sit right here. I also made you new feet because you said you were going to leave it freestanding. Again, all of what you see here was very dirty, especially internally. It all gets taken off, all broken down into its individual pieces, and all cleaned. Again, once it's clean, it gets a nice coat of wax to keep it clean, looking good, and then all reassembled. So that's all done. So when you get the machine, two things you want to look for. Over here, this is the ball dump release, and it's triggered. Let me scoot over here. It can be triggered from the front side of the machine via the little hole that's right here. But basically what happens is when you put a real thin rod in there, you're going to push on this, and it pushes down on this, and you'll hear that click, that release. And when you do that, all of the balls that are in this area are going to funnel down through here and out of the machine. It's how you get the balls out of the machine. Normally you won't care about that, but that's what it's for. So it may settle during shipping, but when you get the machine for the first time, make sure this little latch right here is pulled this way so that it actually latches here. Again, you'll pull back and you'll hear it engage. That keeps the balls, once they funnel in here, from going, it lets the balls go around and enter the jackpot chamber. Okay. The second thing you want to be aware of is the seesaw chamber. Seesaw chamber is behind this clear cover. If you look in there, you'll see a piece of white plastic. Right now it's on a slant down like this. Prior to playing the machine, you want it to be tipped the other way. So there's a little plunger right here, and you're just going to push up, and that will lift that seesaw into this position. It will most certainly settle during shipping, so you're going to want to push up on it to make sure it's in this position. That's the starting position. So now that you've got those two things checked, you're going to take some pachinko balls, and regardless of how many you have, 95% of them are going to go in the hopper on the back. So just load a bunch of them in the hopper. They go down, circle around, and go into the jackpot, and that's where they sit ready to go. So let me plug this in. And if I had plugged it in prior to putting balls in it, this micro switch would be making contact, and the lower of the two lights would be on, and it would stay on. And you'll see it on the outside. It's a red. It's behind a red piece of plastic. It would stay on until balls are in here and fill this up, and then the weight transfer lifts this arm up off of the switch there, and the light goes off. So if you see that light come on and stay on, it's telling you that you need to put more pachinko balls in the upper hopper. So what will happen is as you play, a losing ball will exit the machine, drop out of here, and go into the catch basin. So periodically you'll just take the balls that are in here, dump them back in up here. Okay? So that's the way you set this up. Let's get it turned around and show you how it works. Now what I'm going to do is actually show you the UFO feature, and I'm going to cheat. So I'm going to open this up, and normally you would load some balls in here and launch one, and that was a losing ball. Let me see if I can get a winning ball here. Okay, so fortunately I got it right in the middle, which is what initiates the UFO feature. So this light lights briefly, say, hey, you just won, you get a prize of 14 balls. But right now there's one light lit here. The UFO opened up, the spaceship opened up, the little alien popped up, it blinks, and there's a light here. Now as you play and continue to launch balls, Depends on where the balls go in. That did not affect it. That did. It went in here. So now that light moved over one, and it's easier to show you the progression by cheating. So in here we'll make it progress. In here, the first time to open it won't, but when you then launch a ball and get it in and close it, it makes the UFO progress. So the lights have moved, and then another one will go in, and then it will blink. Now, right now, oddly enough, these are the same, but when they made these, they only lit this one. There's no lights behind this one at all. And this bulb right here is burned out. And I don't have any replacement bulbs right now. I may be able to get some down the road, and if I do, then I will definitely send you one, and you'll be able to replace the burned out bulb. The other thing you could do is simply unscrew the bulb that's here and not have it light. It depends on what you want to do. Once it's in this position, the next ball that goes in to affect something will now close the spaceship, and the UFO feature is done cycling. So it's a pretty neat machine. What I did, again, so you know, because you didn't see it, a lot of the paint on this center section was just gone. It was all worn off. So most all of this has been repainted. The little alien needed some paint. The background needed paint. The spaceship needed paint. The stars and the moon and all that stuff needed paint. These all needed paint. So all of that's been painted. Hopefully it looks like it was when it was brand new. So let me show you the. If you watch the top of the UFO or the little spaceship. Whoop. It pops open, the alien comes up and starts to blink. Again, the lights will move, and then it'll flash, and then eventually it will close. So we'll just keep. There's the first move, the second move, the third move, the multiple flash with this light, and then the last time you win. Let me see if I can do it this way. Again, watch the flying saucer. It'll shut down. And again, the only thing that isn't functioning 100% is that one little light bulb. And like I said, if I get one, I'll get it to you. Notice now this red light is on. It's on solid. This means that you don't have enough pachinko balls in the hopper, so you can press back on this. They'll run out of here down into the lower one. Just scoop them up, go right up over the top. Into the hopper, and once you have enough in there, the weight shifts and turns this light off. So that's it. If you have any other questions, obviously you know how to get in touch with me. Hope this becomes something that your family enjoys for a long time to come. Again, thank you very much.